So as I said, we will get started here on Bank to start with, which was Citizen X pick. So the players we have on both teams, we have Trader Within, Ruthless Rebel, Tiki Tac, Miss Lux Navi, or X Nevi, Chopsky 187, Monkey King Kyo, Amcabi 88, Danny Vic, and Cujo 132. So we've got, first off, going to Teller's Office Archives. Interesting. Now, obviously, I'm used to the PC meta, so the PC meta is almost always going to go downstairs first. These guys instead going to be on just the Teller's Archives to start with. Odd choice. So, hopefully they'll finish getting loaded. There we go. Attacker's going to be bringing fairly straightforward lineup. Defenders as well, although they are going to be bringing the Echo. I was curious to see if that gets used. Castle as well. Let's see where these castles go up before we see where the Echo drone goes. Looks like they're going to seal off some of this area. Interesting that they didn't display the animation properly. So, there goes the last castle barricade there. Interesting setup. Looks like he's going to be playing upstairs. We'll see where this Echo drone ends up, the yokai. He's going to be setting it up. It looks like pretty far off, actually, to help out the roamer up here. Castle. Still reinforcing some walls a little bit late. Looks like Cujo checking some cameras now instead. Attacker's going to be setting up to attack the top floor to start with, of course. See, it looks like Navi trying to decide where to attack first. Usually you want to kind of take control of the stock room as soon as possible, which might be Blackbeard's job here. Although, we got Thermite here trying to get an angle down, see if he can. Does see a little bit of barbed wire. Shot starting to come down. Blackbeard pushing into open area. They want to take control of that as soon as possible so they can attack from behind. There's that castle wall there. No one actually, I don't think, playing in open area. Nope. And they haven't completely sealed this off, though. They left a hole here to be able to shoot through instead. See if they're going to open it up. Looks like they are going to use that breaching charge to get through that. Meantime, Thermite, though, could open from another angle if he wanted to. Do have this kill hole here. Let's see if Band's able to use that. He's down pretty low on health here now. Monkey King taking a lot of damage through that. Not quite finding anyone else pushing in. Definitely a little stalled out here. Still a minute left, though. They're starting to take control of this top floor. In the meantime, Castle trying to do what he can to stay up here. And there's that Echo drone trying to do its job as well. Let's see if it's still going to stop them there. It is in the open area now. Looks like he's going to have to get off of it. Chopsky takes down one. Ruthless trades it. And then Chopsky takes down another. But then gets traded back again as the trades go back and forth. Down to 3 versus 2 now. Starting to push into sight. Ruthless already in. Cujo takes down one more. Make it down to a 1v3 here. Tries to take down one more, but Chopsky's there to finish him off. That castle rotating all the way down. So, now we're going to be switching it up here. Ruthless did a little bit of work for his team, but couldn't quite win it for Citizen X there on that round. Chopsky, team captain here, doing a lot of work for Octane. Good start for them. Hopefully they'll be able to pick it up this time. They are also going to play Teller's Office Archives. So that was the first successful defense, which means they're going to have to switch sites. So now see if Citizen X can also defend it. Question is, where's the secondary site going to be for these guys if they're playing what is typically the secondary site for PC? Maybe they will just go downstairs as well. See how they're going to set this up. They are not bringing a castle. They are going to have windows instead. Drones going upstairs. They are bringing a Glass instead of a Blackbeard on the attacker side, and then interestingly a Jackal. This is one of the few maps where we do see Jackal even on the PC side. Remember Flipside actually bringing it out, I believe it was for this map, on PC for the finals that we just saw. So it is definitely something that people will do on this particular map, and seems like only this particular map so far. 5 still downstairs here. No one moved up just yet. See where this Glaz ends up. Probably going to be working from this side over here, potentially. Snipe in. Or working some other window angles. Although he's spawned in the back, so maybe not. See what they end up doing here. They are working their way over. Making sure they don't get run out on. See Glaz there as well, just watching his angles. No one wanting to peek out just yet. All 5 still in sight. Not guarding the top floor generally is a mistake, but maybe they know what they're doing here. Maybe there's a little bit, there's a little bit less vertical play sometimes on console just because of the difficulty in aiming up and down quickly with the sticks versus mouse. But these guys may be just fine at it here. There's Trader trying to get one. Peeking it here. Does manage to take down both Amcab and Monkey King. I'll call him that. See, looks like he's worried about drones here at this point, but there is a Glaz in there, so this is a 5v3. Looks like that can change here though. Glaz gets one, but is traded back by Trader, who's gotten 3 kills so far this round. Tries to go for another one on a thermite, but gets picked off. Now it is just 2 against 3. Looks like we got Chopsky trying to work his way up here. Going to start to open up that wall there. Maybe open up a crawl hole or at least an angle there from down below. He's rotating around now up. Meantime, looks like Cujo's still trying to figure out which way he wants to go. See if the smoke is he's playing inside here. Smear's playing this back window, and then Valkyrie playing this angle here. Meantime, Cujo gonna do some droning, just trying to make sure his flanks are safe. Looking for whoever he can. He's about half health here, so he's gonna have to be careful. Now he's got his drone in position for his dead teammates to watch as he tries to work his way around. Look to see who he can catch here. Smoke grenades coming out. Unfortunately, he hits the security detector there, but gives him enough to move across there. Actually manages to not take any damage from that smoke grenade. So we'll see if they can start to make this attack happen here. Smoke's still going off. He does have 2 left though to delay this. 35 seconds left. He can delay this quite into the last couple seconds there. Takes shots at the drone. Unfortunately doesn't hit it, but that's going to give Cujo some intel to work with here. 23 seconds. He's got 1 smoke canister left. In the meantime, Ruthless takes down Chopsky. It is all down to Thermite here. Try and get this last one. He does take down Ruthless though, and the trade gets the diffuser back. Now he's got to work his way back around and find the last 2. 1 smoke grenade left is going to make it easy to stop him here, but he just pushes in aggressively. Smoke does need the canister though when he's got the SMG-11 for a nice kill there. And that is a successful defense from Octane as well, both of them having successfully defended the Archives Tellers. So, now both of them going to have to switch sites. We're going to see if we see downstairs or a different site altogether. Hopefully he's not going to stay on that recruit there. So we are going to see Locker CCTV downstairs. Typical first spot, as I said, for PC. A lot of good kills there coming out from Trader and Ruthless. Chopsky and Cujo kind of being the heavy hitters on their team. So it is on Citizen's defense here. See what they can do with this downstairs. They aren't bringing an Echo this time. And this is actually arguably the site where you might need it more, but they still have the smoke. They also have the castle again as well. We'll see where he sets up. Looks like he's going to be using those to help him roam upstairs potentially. impact nading his way out. And that's the nice thing about castles. He gets impact nades and his castle barricades, and it makes him able to set up rotations as well as the flow a bit more by mixing that with the castle barricades. So, for example, he's trying to seal off this room a little bit there, and then give himself a way to rotate. He wants to play Teller Archives even though that's not their bomb site. There, he's going to set up that last one there. And see if he's the only one offsite at the moment. No, he's got Amcab. He's actually playing upstairs at the moment. Let's see if he can catch anyone off guard. They are pushing aggressively towards this top floor, but he could get caught out by the skylight. Now he does have no way to rotate out of this. He doesn't have a shotgun to open up that trapdoor. He doesn't have any impact nades to open up the wall. He used the barbed wire instead of C4, so he could get pinched in here pretty heavily if he doesn't give himself a way out. Let's see if anyone's going to peek for him. They are starting to control back over here. They might push in through loan office. Looks like hard to tell. But there is a good angle that you can open up through here with Sledge and then look down the hallway. In the meantime, Chopsky's still playing in Teller Archives, and Bandit's still upstairs in that janitor closet. Push starting to come in through loan office. See if Chopsky here can contest them if they start to push in. Looks like he could be looking underneath his barricade. He is. He's using his own barricade there as a sightline, but gives his position away there, trying to pre-fire on attack. Doesn't quite hit anything, but now they're going to be starting to look for him. See how Bandit's doing up here in the meantime. He's still just hanging back. He could be there just very late if they don't clear it out altogether. Not droning properly is definitely something that costs a lot of lives in this game. Trying to see if he can get any angle there. Does get droned though by Ruthless. Push starting to come. Tick-tack. Gonna try and poke around here. He's gonna actually open up the wall to make this a lot harder for Chopsky to sit here. Chopsky he's too busy focused on his drone. Doesn't realize he's about to get pushed from behind. He's gonna have to rotate out. He could jump down the hatch now and completely evacuate. Bandit's still holding upstairs. He's rotated out though, trying to help Chopsky here, covering his flank from this pixel peek. In the meantime, we've got Thermite taking control of the main lobby, trying to come around, working his way towards here. Does take that down. I think we saw Claymore over there as well. Trader within takes down one. That was a nice kill there. Let's see who we got. Trader on. Well, there's Monkey King trading one back here. Very low health for Trader. Ticky Tack takes down Danny though, and the plant is going down from Trader, but he gets picked off by Monkey King, and is now a 3v3. Although Sledge is bleeding out here, so more of a 2v3. There goes Bandit, so 2v2 now. Castle gonna try and contest this, but he loses the fight. Ticky Tack takes down Chopsky right after he takes one down. It is all down to this Jaeger here. He is pinned into these gold bar vault here. He's gonna try and rotate around. Best he can. Time is running out though. Plant's gonna have to go down here. He's putting it down as best he can. Does get it. Now he's gonna have to try and stop these last two before even getting to the diffuser. Now, because the diffuser's planted, he's gonna have to get the kills fast, but doesn't matter. They're ruthless there with the kill on Thermite. Finishes the job. And that is an attacker win, which means they can play that site again if they want, but they've also played a different site so they can rotate back up to the top, or the Teller Archives if they'd like. We'll see where Octane want to play on their first defense, secondary defense, I mean. There's still the sighting. We're going to see a glass come out from Citizen X. It is going to be Locker CCTV yet again. Ruthless and Trader still doing a lot of the work in terms of kills. Chopsky trying to pull his weight along with Cujo, but the rest of the team not doing as well that round. So some good assists, deaths as well. Everyone on an okay ping, I guess. We'll see how they do this. Defense, they're bringing a Rook, interestingly enough. Seems like there probably some more utility could bring than just the jackets, but Attacker's going to be bringing a lot of utility, both a Bot and Thermite to open up walls, Glass to shoot through them, and then Thatcher to make sure that batteries don't make any difference. Not that they are bringing a Bandit or a Mute, so they actually don't necessarily need the Thatcher unless they're going to need to try and clear ADSs. So we'll see how they're going to set up their upstairs defense. Just getting the hatches for now. Still getting the last of those, getting the last minute cameras as well set up. Looks like they're staying up here for the most part. See if they stick with it. Nope. Rotate back down. All 5 down on site. Looks like, oh, nope. Jaeger's going to be back up here. That's Trader within here, trying to make sure they don't take control of open area too fast. Hopefully they can stop him for a while. Fight's going down there. Spraying through, but it looks like they've already moved off of it. But that is going to give his position away, which is ultimately the most important thing. Does catch that drone, but can't hit the shots. Unfortunate. Drones are a little bit more difficult to hit on console because of how they move. Ooh, shots come down there, fighting the Thatcher on the stairs. He actually wins the fight, but there is someone there, 2 people there rather, to trade it. So that is not a good position to be in. Let's see how this Glass is moving in. He's actually going to be playing close range. Not the Blackbeard, but the Glass rather. Taking down the camera, getting the shots down. Smoke's starting to go down as well. They have taken control of this floor. No one else above them, so they are now in control of all of the map except for the downstairs, which they're going to have to attack now. Let's see if they're going to get the hatches or not. There's one hatch going down, but not the admin office. There we go. Never mind, they were both there. Just hard to see that the discs were on there. So now they've got the ability to use some better angles, and use them they do. Glaz taking down Navi. Easy kill there through the bars. No one there wanting to give him a free second one. Although Rook could be the next in line if he pushes up a little too aggressively. Let's see if, nope, he wasn't waiting that angle. Oh, but he just trades just in time. Managed to land the shot as he's throwing a flashbang. Doesn't even get flashed, but doesn't finish the kill now. Let's see if he can manage to get some more shots down here. No. Not wanting to contest it just yet. He's actually moving around to a different angle. He's going to try easy kill there for him, but he doesn't actually land enough shots. Tick attack with that 3 armor, making good use of it. Basically no health left for the most part, but he got the kill. Fortunately, it wasn't before the hatches were open, but hey, it's good nonetheless. He's going to try and rotate back to site, but Plant's already going down there. Looks like the throw there from the mirror doesn't work, and then Danny gets a second one. That's 3K for him this round, taking them all down. It is all down to the Rook, who had almost no health left, and he is finished off for another win here. Back and forth from these 2 teams. 2 defense wins, now 2 attack wins. Now I imagine we're going to go back to the former site, Tiller's Archives, but it is up to them if they want to do that. Now obviously they defended that a lot better. Now we see why that is their primary bomb site, as both teams won it and could not successfully defend the downstairs. So that's a clear indicator why they obviously want to play this site. Yep, back to Tiller's Archives. So now Danny picked it up quite a bit that round with the Glass there. Definitely getting a lot of kills. See if they can win this defense round again. Is Citizen X back on defense, as they started on defense originally. Did a pretty good job with it last time. We'll see if Castle, for example, is going to go for the same setup as last time. And then, of course, there's the Echo drone again. So they're bringing the same lineup. Attackers, I believe, bringing the same lineup. Maybe at most 1 operator changed. So let's see how this gets played here. Does manage to take down those drones, though. That's good. But there was one hiding right there that he didn't see. Sorry, this is Octane on defense. Actually, I think I have it backwards. Be nice if they had tags on there, but unfortunately, I believe you'd have to like pay or set up a separate account to actually be able to change your name on PlayStation, and that is unfortunate because then they can't have the tags on here. So actually, I think I had those backwards. This is Citizen X, yeah, and this is Octane. Orange. I'm also not super familiar with these teams yet, as I've just started doing this, and I didn't have a ton of research done just yet on the 2 teams playing, as I'm also casting Challenger League, NA, PC, and the CCS League. So a lot of casting going on. Danny already down, surprisingly, and finished off. Echo drone could not save him, and that's their smoke down, who was playing a pretty far roam there. Still not catching anyone else out. Now they've taken control of most of the top floor here. Chopsky's still going to be there to try and contest it, though. See if he can manage that. He's going to give away his position doing so, though. Not get any damage done on anyone. Not looking great for him to get this going just yet. Still having to try and play it back, but they need to clear him out, and it's already a minute 30 burned in. Still not catching anyone just yet. They're taking control of just this side of the map here. They're going to be fighting their way down to open up the Stellar's Archives. Now, they're just really piled on here. Especially when they're not using Thermite, though. They might just be going for Hibana to open part of that wall. Bandit's going to do his thing, try and set that up and try and trick it as best he can. I think that's going to waste at least one of the X-Kairos. Now, Castle still hasn't come around for any kind of late roam just yet to attack them. So hopefully he has the right timing on doing so once they're starting to actually push site. Bandit doing a good job holding them off. He still has no batteries left. Oh, and there's the shock drone coming to get them. He manages to actually take it down. Still looking for anyone he can there. Not quite catching anyone yet, but they are starting to rotate around. You could catch him now. Starts to... shots going back and forth. Chopsky trying to make this happen here. He gets pushed back, tries to pistol it out, but easy finish off from them. Ticky-tack getting the actual kill there. It is now down to a 5v3 though, thanks to that smoke dying early on. Bandit tries to peek out, tries to get another kill there, does manage to do so. Monkey King takes one out as well, and then Ruthless trades it back off. It is all down to Bandit and Jaeger here, who does get an easy kill there onto Thermite, but loses half of his health in the process. Plant's going down, somehow doesn't stop that. Rotates around, but Bandit there to finish the job. He's just going to bait him at this point. There we go. You don't really need to. There was no one else left alive, so... And there's the defuse. Another successful defense of Teller Archives. Would have been nice to have that extra smoke, but overall, good play. Castle didn't necessarily get as many kills as maybe he could have had he come down, say, on the stairwell side, just because there was so many right there. But in the end, that's all that matters, is winning. Octane getting another win, and now it's back to Citizen X to, I imagine, defend the same bomb spot and get their next point. And they are. So let's see if they're going to bring anything terribly different. Again, the Rook. Here's something different, though. We're going to see the fuse now, the first fuse we've seen. So this is best out of 3. So regardless of who wins this, we're going to see the next map, which is going to be Clubhouse, which was Octane's pick. So this was Citizen X's pick. Octane's pick going to be Clubhouse, and then we may or may not see Chalet, depending on if we go 1 for 1. So let's see how they're going to set this up this time. Maybe a little bit different. Get all those reinforcements up, but is anyone going to play up or down is the real question. Looks like Ticky-Tack is going up. Maybe to reinforce hatches, though. Meantime, you see that fuse droning there. He's probably going to come in, then try and come in those windows, potentially. If no one's going to be playing CEO, and that's what he wants to find out, is if anyone's going to be in CEO, try and contest him fusing from there. Still trying to get his drone in the right spot, though. It's tricky. But now he's spawned, he's got to figure it out. They all spawn back alley. Definitely seems to be the preferred spawn. No one trying to do any crazy runouts on it. Although Trader could be playing up there a bit. Now see, he could be rotating up there late when they're not paying as much attention to it, because it's not the drone phase anymore. Shoutouts to everyone tuning in. Really appreciate people watching. Oh, there we go. There's some kills there. Nice early peek there by Trader, but it gets traded off. He did get Chomsky down, who has been one of their heavy fraggers, though. So that's Danny with another kill. But shouts to everyone tuning in. I know this is probably short notice for most viewers that didn't know what was going on in terms of casting PS4 Major League. So hopefully you guys will continue to tune in week after week, trying to make this a thing, help the PS4 community out, because they seem like a cool bunch. Have been very nice to meet a lot of them in person, or not necessarily these teams and stuff, but a lot of PS4 players at PS4 or PlayStation Experience seem like a cool bunch. So want to help them out. Got a PS4 for this. Why not? Cast as much as we can here in addition to the Pro League. Now here's Danny up here with that fuse that we were talking about. He's going to get ready to do that. He's got his breach charge up there as well. Can blow that and then do the fuse, so that way they didn't know exactly where to move. It was a nice distraction there. Flashbangs are also a nice distraction in terms of the sound for that. Now they've got Buck up here as well to start just opening up this floor as much as possible. It's making it really hard for them to sit in archives now. Now same thing going to start to be happening here on the tellers. There's the cluster charge. Is he going to catch smoke? There was an ADS to catch some of those. Smoke doesn't quite make it through though. He is picked off, not just down, but killed out. Danny gets another one manually. It is not looking good for the defenders at all. 4 versus 2 here. Just down to the Bandit Valkyrie, trying to stay alive downstairs as long as they can. Monkey King takes down one more, and that's Ticky Tack. It is all down to just one defender left, trying to hide in the spot that they already hit. More fuse charges. He thought that was the last of them, but no. He had saved one for the final kill cam there. Nice job, and that is why he switched to fuse. Well played, smart choice, and good play with the fuse. A lot of kills there, even an initial kill on the trade against Chopsky early on. So Danny definitely picking it up there between Glaz and fuse. Good utility operator who knows how to play with his team. Now they're going to go back down to CCTV for their successful defense. So it looks like Octane definitely looking good here against Citizen. Now this was Citizen's map, so that's not great for them. So Trader and Ruthless still doing most of the work. Ticky Tack doing a little bit as well. Got some donuts, but this team pretty even, except for Danny getting a lot of those kills thanks to the Glaz and fuse, as well as some good lucky trades there. We'll see how they set this defense up. Again, not bringing a whole lot of, but they have switched out. They're not bringing the Rook this time. I think they brought it last time. Not super useful in some of these firefights necessarily, although, you know, Rook can be good if people can't land a lot of headshots necessarily. If they're having trouble maintaining headshot height or getting the snap headshots, having the extra armor can definitely come into play. So I don't think Rook is necessarily a bad choice on console, depending on the team you're playing against and how good they are at headshots. Doc, I could say somewhat the same as well, depending. So looks like we're going to have one up top here. MK may stay up there or may just be setting up some wire. Some other looks like he's going to rotate back down. Chopsky, the one to always play these strange defensive roles here. The long roaming castle. Seems to be working out though. I mean, their team's winning, so I'll give him that. See if they can successfully defend this. This would be the first successful defense, if they can win this, of the downstairs. And if they do, that will close out this map and move on to their map of Clubhouse. So it is all on them to try and seal the deal here. But if Blue Team, aka Citizen X, don't win 2 rounds in a row, that's it. They're out. So match point it is. And they are taking control of the open area as fast as possible here. Trying to make sure they can get to the hatches over here, but Chopsky again going to be there trying to contest it, taking it. Now they've got to expect this by now. They've seen this before. He's been playing this role before. Keeps giving away his position a little early, but they still have trouble getting him out of there, which is the important thing in the end, right? If they can't get him out, and he burns a lot of time, but it looks like they're starting to come around. He knows it though. He's waiting, anticipating that kill. But they back off the last second to his benefit there. They're more concerned about opening up the hatches here, which they are going to do. See if both those are going to open up. Can't see if there's the Kairos on there or not. So looks like just that hatch. Still need to get the other hatch there if they want to be able to get some better angles down, but I think they're worried about fighting Chopsky here. And that's why it's really paying off playing that role. Got Cujo playing all the way out in the garage here, interestingly enough. Server's starting to get taken though. Chopsky's not going to be doing a lot of good if they get the plant down in here. You got Thermite pushing in. Usually he's the one to carry the diffuser. So surprisingly, diffuser all the way up here, coming around late. Navi needs to get that in there. Although Chopsky there to finish him off. Now the diffuser's dropped upstairs. There's only one person left up here to try and get it, it looks like. Although it looks like Ruthless also rotating back up. Now Chopsky's in a really good position. He's got that diffuser down. He's going for some extra sprays here. Manages to take down Danny takes down one. Ruthless takes down Ticky Tack, his own teammate. Chopsky feeling really good here. This is really looking like it's going to be the end of this map for Citizen X. Down to 2v5. Thermite is on the plant, though. He did manage to get it like he's supposed to, but a nice C4 there by Danny. Finishes the job. Now it is all on Sledge. Trying to grenade out. He gets pushed on hard by Castle. Manages to kill 2. Now he's got to... They're going to be looking for him, though. tries to spray it, doesn't quite land enough shots, but as it comes around, they get it, and there's plenty enough time here left to defuse. And that is it. That is GG for map number 1. GH, or rather, good half. We are going to go to map number 2, which is going to be Clubhouse. So Octane taking Citizen X's match. This is obviously looking in favor of Octane. Unless it's the, the flip side of that, where Citizen X can take their map. So some good plays there by a lot of the players. But it was definitely not enough for Citizen X. 5-2. So let's see if the other one is their map. Maps make a huge difference in this game. So it is definitely going to be up to that. So let's switch it over to Clubhouse. For map number 2, let's just double check real quick if these guys need a bio and if they need to switch sides. Looks like they are switching sides. Citizen X is going to be defending first. Defending, I don't know why I pronounce it like that. It's defending, but defending. Put in the D in it. So, they're still switching over, looks like. Okay, let's see if these guys are ready to just keep going. So Octane's ready. We're just waiting to find out if Citizen X is ready to get going here. If they are, we'll get cracking. Cool, here we go. Map number 2, Clubhouse. This is Playday 1, match number 1 of Group A of PS4 Major League. For anyone just tuning in, map number 1 went to Octane 5-2, which was Citizen X's match, or map. This is Octane's map here, Clubhouse. So this is just the first of the Group A matches. The other match today will be Devious versus Conquer, which is the other part of the Group A bracket. Group B bracket will be next Tuesday. So we are going to start downstairs here. Now this is more typical. The last map was a little strange in terms of Teller's Archives being the meta. Again, I'm not terribly familiar with the PS4 meta, as I was only finally able to get a PS4 recently, and it's not that a lot of these are streamed, so hopefully this is going to be everyone's good exposure to the PS4 meta and learning a lot about it. So Church Arsenal it is. We are going to see a Glaz again. Danny doing a lot of work with it last map. No surprise here. So we're just waiting for the last one to finish loading in. Unfortunately, loads a little slow sometimes. But now they are all ready to go. So let's see how they set up this defense. Gonna be getting these going. They do have mirror for the windows, but they have a pulse. So we'll see if he can play that C4 role that he's so good at. He's going to be setting up first upstairs, but then I imagine he's going to be rotating down to Arsenal unless he wants to play a long roam, which is risky on this map. Playing any kind of roam is risky. Pulse, again, not as useful, though. Doing so, let's see if he's just looking for drones there, perhaps, at this point. In that last reinforcement. See where those windows go. I don't see any setup just yet. So maybe just a little late on doing that. See if that pulse is rotating back. Trader a little bit late in rotating back. Tiki Tac as well still up here, so they may actually play this very aggressively to see if Trader can manage to get a kill here. They are pushing very aggressively towards stock, so he might be able to get something going. But this is risky. Hey, it's the first round though. This is the round you want to do it. If you want to play something risky, you do it first round. There, unfortunately, he's getting droned out. He's going to be forced to push back. Thankfully, they've already killed the jukebox. We don't need to hear One Nation or whatever it is one more time. There's more drones just swarming him like a bunch of bees here. Okay, come on. He's actually about to get flanked here from the garage, potentially. Oh, but he's actually ready for it. Trader takes down Monkey King. That's a nice initial kill, taking out their Thatcher. Hopefully they didn't need that, because he is gone now. More drones taken down, but there's still more to follow it. The seemingly endless line of drones just keep on coming. You're going to still play it aggressive, though, despite being droned. I'm not sure if that was a purposeful rotate or not, but he definitely has rotated, getting that last-minute barricade up as they start to push towards that. It's a little late now, and they do have the ability to open all the hatches, though, still, as they didn't lose their Habana. Trader to about 50% health, so he's not really going to go and get reset. No use for that. Now here's a classic window on this wall. Not sure where the other windows are, though. Still, no, they've both been placed here, and there's the pulse that we were expecting playing down underneath the hatch. They did let the hatch get opened, though. He still has a C4, hasn't been able to catch anyone with it. Just barely missing. Cujo, there we go. Now, Cujo's on his drone. This is the perfect time. Tiki Tech needs to throw that C4 if he can hit it. Right now, he's going for the hatch. So, nope, decides that's not going to connect. Looks and sees that Cujo's actually in the freezer, I think from the looks of it, doing some droning down dirt tunnel. Oh, he's actually outside, so it's unfortunate for Pulse there. Danny pushing down dirt tunnel as Thermite's been droning for him, which is typical. Danny looking to see nice yellow highlight there of Ruthless taking down that bandit. See if he can catch some feet there. Mira manages to just barely miss it. That's the problem with having legs in this game. Chopsky takes down one though, and that is Tiki Tac, the Pulse take it down. See if Danny can get another kill here. Trying to use those smokes as best he can. Fortunately, the other players don't have to. Oh, there's Cujo with an unfortunate C4 on Chopsky. That is really not good for them. So defenders down a few players now. Let's see if the peek's gonna happen. Glaz giving his position away, kind of baiting out a little bit. Trader within takes down Cujo, and that is the Thermite down. Hopefully he did what he needed to do. It is now a 2v3. Attacker's not in a great place. However, that gets changed. Oh, and that's back and forth there between those two. Now it is down to 1v2, and fortunately runs right into Trader Within's bullets there. Nicely done. Trader Within playing that aggressive roam, still managed to get the last kill at the end by being in a place no one expected him to be. Got to give him credit that round. Regardless of the fact that he got a 3K, he was still playing good even if he hadn't got those kills. So I got to give him a lot of credit for that, really throwing off the attackers. So that was a good start. Now that does mean that they have to rotate bomb sites though, so that's the downside of winning defense. You'd almost rather win attack rounds because you can keep playing the same site. But oddly enough, looks like the Octane boys gonna rotate up or play upstairs bar for their first defense. Nope, never mind. Just trolling, I guess. They're gonna go back down to Church Arsenal. That's pretty much where you should start, as we saw last round. Although that was actually a pretty close defense there, thanks to a missed shot from Glaz. Pretty much kind of changed it. So, let's see how they set up this defense. Now they have a no mirror, but they have a Doc instead. Interesting choice, Doc and a Rook. So they're going to be playing heavy armor there. They're going to be able to hold downstairs a little bit better. The question is, are they going to play anyone on roam? Now generally that's not something I'd recommend, but gotta give it to Trader for playing it really well last time and managing to rotate back, living and getting the last kill out of a 3K. So he definitely did it up. There's definitely no point in working when you can watch this instead. So if you are at work, just watch this. This is more important than work anyways. This is work, you know? If you wanna learn enough to get paid to play this game, right? So, you know, it's an investment. Shout out to the viewer count there. Definitely climbing up there a little bit, which is great to see. I'm glad to see everyone coming and checking out what PS4 has to offer, especially if you aren't a PS4 player. So make sure to spread the word. Get everyone on here, retweet the tweet, which is Twitter's @Emzo, retweet that, or just advertise the Twitch stream directly. Get people coming here, check this out. Now that there is someone streaming, there may have been a little bit of streams last season, but definitely have, you know, Pro League stream-ish. Eventually I'll get a capture card as well, so I'll be able to put on some overlays and stuff like that. But for now, I already spent a lot of money just to buy the PS4 just for this. So, gotta save up for that capture card next. Unless someone, hey, wants to donate it. Hint, hint. So, we got them taking control of this floor pretty quickly here. No one wanting to play the roam on it. All 5 down on site. Although we've got one actually pushing on Dirt Tunnel here, but no one wanting to actually push Dirt Tunnel. So he is not really doing a whole lot there. Poor Smoke. He is the one that should be playing Dirt, and he's great to have there for when they push into Arsenal, so he can kind of come at them. But so far, they're not doing a whole lot to stall off this attack. Then again, the attack taking a little bit of time to take control of this floor as well. Drones doing a lot of droning here. They got the buck. This is something that I believe the other attackers didn't bring. So we'll see if him open up some of these floors here, get some nice angles down. Still trying to decide where he wants to do that. There we go, tearing it up from the freezer side so they can play a little safer. Now, they don't have a pulse to be able to go for that C4. In fact, they also don't have the Valkyrie either, so that's usually the two that are going to be going for those C4 kills on the floor, so you can actually play this a little bit safer. I feel like these attackers are in a much better position than the last team was, so this could go very well for them. Interesting extended barrel there, it looks like on Buck's C8. Definitely an interesting choice, but I'm not terribly familiar with the meta in terms of attachments for PS4, so maybe that's a thing, is I feel like I've seen a few extended barrels. Navi actually gotten down into Memorial, just hanging out here. No one from Church contesting him. Monkey could be going for it, though, potentially. He's waiting for them to try and push out that door. No one wanted to push it yet. That Navi just chilling there. He's got the diffuser, though, so it could be going for Church Plan, but there's Trader Within taking down Chomsky. There's a nice kill there for Monkey King, and that drops the diffuser in there. That's not a great place for the attackers to be. Looks like we're going to see follow-up there. Trader as well, trying to see if he can get an angle. Now, both have killed one player, so it is 4v4 right now. They don't want to pick up the diffuser just yet, maybe trying to decide what to do. That's a little bit far from the corner to put that Claymore, but definitely make sure they're not going to be able to shoot it. Ooh, and he gets the shots down there, takes down Danny, but then it gets traded back onto Ruthless, and then there's another kill from Monkey, doing a good job from the Church, but he finally gets the follow-up kill on him. It is now down to just Doc here, trying to do what he can, but he gets rushed on, and that is the win for the attackers. 2 up for Citizen X. Looks like they're starting to win on Octane's map, so we're getting a good flip-flop there. So, good start. Trader Within, again, doing some work. Nicely done. So, we'll see if the comeback can be real here for Octane. Now, first 2 rounds is not uncommon to lose when you're a good team, trying to feel out the other team. We're going to see the first bar stockroom defense now that they have to switch. Though Citizen X having won that first defense, they got to go upstairs to the bar. So let's see if they can bring this back. If Citizen X can stop any kind of comeback, take this map, then we're going to see map number 3, Chalet, which will be the decider. So this should be interesting to see if we make it that far. And we do have 2 matches today as well. Like I said earlier, Devious versus Conquer is going to be coming up next after this for Playday 1 Group A. So this is just week 1 of 7 weeks of PS4 Major League Playdays. Hopefully some point we'll get a nice LAN for this as well. Nice LAN finals. But Xbox had their shot and unfortunately decided to focus on PC side. So make sure to tune in for PC as well. We got Challenger League NA coming up on Thursday, which I will be doing as well. So I would appreciate anyone who's checking this out. Come check that out as well. See what the PC Challenger League has going on. Of course, there is also Pro League that day, earlier in the day. So check that out first. It's going to be the EU Pro League. And then shortly after is going to be the Challenger League. So that'll be cool. And then also CCS tomorrow as well. So a lot of stuff going on this week for the next 7 weeks. Should be good. So, looks like so far everyone up on site here pretty much except for Ruthless, who's just going to seal that off and move on up. Defender's not bringing anything too crazy. They do have a mirror, but the attacker's bringing the fuse. Now, let's see who is playing that fuse. Is that Danny again? That was Chomsky. So, Danny was on the other team, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. I got to memorize. Oh, no, it's the same team, just different person playing it. Okay, cool. Just got to get these guys straight here. All these players' names without tags. It's definitely much harder to keep track of. So they have already taken control of the club here. Danny, oh, he's on that glass. No wonder. We'll see if they open this up and start to put pressure on here. Now, they need to take control of this top floor, and that's what Trader's going to be trying to stop. If he can stop them from taking control of the top floor, this attack is much harder. But he loses the fight, and they can bring that fuse up there. They can bring a lot of gunpowder shooting down. It's not a good place. You know, obviously having a buck would be nice as well, but the fuse alone will be nice enough to do some work here. It looks like M on this Ash gonna drop down here, trying to see if he can. Didn't want to go into first person for a second there. Manages to win the fight though, and they have taken the top floor. Now Fuse can do his thing. See what Chomsky's gonna do. He's just checking. He's gonna open those batteries there, and that's gonna allow Thermite over there on Cujo to do his thing and open that up. Looking to see if there's another one. Nope. So now he's just waiting for anyone to try and come up to the wall and do anything. Not sure what he's looking for at this point. He's making sure that it does get opened. Now the Fuse puck's going down, and there's one. Ticky Tack gets Ticky killed. And here's a breach charge opening up some of the floor as well. Now he's not going to use that spot again. Trying to find some nice angles down into people hiding behind that half wall. He's actually going to open this wall up as well to be able to rotate too. So that is a nice start there. The Fuse doing a lot of damage. Now the attack coming down here from the club side. We've got Glass here ready to get some kills. Smoke's starting to come out. Now you see that Thermite going for the plant as Glass covers for him. See if anyone can stop him. There's the highlight, but unfortunately, oh, there we go. The tap right on the dome. Shoots the hat right off. Now the diffuser is going down. There's another fuse kill. That's going to be the kill cam there. Chopsky with the fuse. Fuse definitely working out quite well for PS4. Unfortunately, you don't get to watch the puck cam. I love to see that puck bounce around, blow someone's face off. But that is the first win there for Octane, managing to bring it back at least 1 point. So it is 2-1 now. Now they didn't win their downstairs defense, so they can go back there again if they want. I imagine they're going to. Yep, back down to Church Arsenal room. So we'll see what happens as far as the attack goes over there. Seeing some donuts here over on orange and on blue as well. Some of the people having to pick it up a little bit. Kills aren't everything, but they sure do help when you're fighting a lot less people. So hopefully everyone could pick it up a bit besides Fuse and Glass and things like that. Although Emka definitely did a lot of work as well. So we'll see what we get this round. See how they set this up. They are going with that Doc Rook again. Fortunately didn't work out for him last time. But hey, take two. See how they set this up as well. If they're going to have anyone on the roam or not. Worked out well for Trader, but these guys didn't play the roam last time. Didn't quite work on their defense either. So they're going to have to be a little prepared. Now, last time the attack came pretty heavily from Memorial side into that drop and fighting into the church. So hopefully they're going to be a little bit better prepared to contest if that's the attack that comes down. So he's going to stay up there. Nope, going to rotate back. Now they're not going to have anyone on roam from the looks of it, unless someone comes up later. All five on site. Pretty much similar setup to last time for the most part. Now they are playing actually a lot in blue here. There we go. I was going to say some have to rotate back. Now last time Monkey King played quite well here in Church. Did some good defense. He's getting those ADSs set up a little bit late though. He's still got one left to set up as well. So they're going to reinforce some of that. Try and help people play in blue if they need to. Because that's where they may have to defend Church from. If they lose on their defenses. Now Bandit getting his batteries up on this wall a little bit late as well. They don't seem to have the speed and efficiency in setting up their defense that the other team did. So... And we will see the Citizen X guys defending. I imagine that bomb spot again next round, now that they've done their upstairs bar. Which they did not win, but it doesn't matter. They don't have to do it again, so, or yet. They've got Tiki Tac to go and potentially open up this floor as he did last time. Worked quite well. They're going to get this hatch open. Now be opening that up. And there's that one opening up. So they are getting the hatches going. Tiki Tac actually rotating around to a different side here. Can help clear out the bar. Now, it doesn't matter, there's no roamers, but they need to make sure of that. 5 down on site still. They're playing all very clustered up here. Not a great idea, but it's not like they're going to get fused on. So let's see if they can do anything. Now, they don't have a Pulse or Valkyrie, like I said last time, to be able to do anything about people up in Kitchen here, so Kitchen's just going to get opened up pretty soon. Imagine unless they are short on X-Kairos for some reason. Now, Navi has one left, so that is going to get opened up. A lot of shots coming down here. Tiki Tac trying to work his angles there from the freezer. He's the one carrying the diffuser. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but just getting that open. Now that can work against you, but it doesn't seem to be like they don't have the C4s. They're not trying to find the angles against him. This is just, I'm not a big fan of the defensive setup here from Octane. It doesn't seem to be working terribly well. So, ooh, there's a nice crack there from Citizen X as well. I like that little angle while he's standing on the reinforced hatch there. And he's just going to give up. Can't quite find anyone. They have kind of positioned themselves away from exposed spots. So now the hallway push is coming. They're also checking the angles down into Memorial. So they're going to push this hall and Memorial now. Hallway coming first, surprisingly. They want to change up slightly from how they had it before. Trader trying to clear out this barbed wire. Trying to find any angles. A lot of this wall ripped up. Cujo going for a peek a little late there. They have started to take control of Memorial. Buck taking a bit of damage here. The smoke trying to hold him back. Grenade's going to come out, cooking it to try and catch that smoke there. Could catch him. No, unfortunately he's not, but comes out to try and get another kill. Cujo downs one. Is Danny and Monkey King down one as well. That is, and then Danny one more. It is all down to Ruthless, who gets massacred. They go from losing their defense to a solid 5-man massacre. Octane on the comeback, losing the first 2 rounds, winning the next 2 rounds in a row. Very well played. They just played in the smart spots, didn't let themselves get picked off by easy picks, especially from the kitchen, and just played it very tight, turtled it up, got the angles, won the gunfights, and that's it. A nice comeback. Good plays by them. Obviously, they won pretty handily on the last map, 5-2, but losing the first 2 rounds here, it still could be 5-2 again if Octane could bring it back 3 more rounds in a row. But a 5-round comeback is a bit hard. As far as what's up with the crap mic, it's a crap PS4 mic. So, yeah. Eventually I will get maybe a good capture card set up here and then be able to use a better mic setup and computer setup and all that, but do not have a capture card at the moment, so it is just the PS4 in all its PS4 glory. So we'll see how they're going to set this up this time. Now, they won it last time and then they lost the bar. So, see if they can win this defense again. Now, last time, part of the reason they won it, though, was the Trader on the Jaeger on that heavy roam. Curious to see if he's going to try that again. See how he's going to play. Yes, I am planning on doing every single Majors game. It's not going to be easy, and I unfortunately don't get paid for any casting I do, but I do it for the love of the game and the community to make sure that you guys have awesome games to watch, help build up the competitive game here on all the platforms, all the regions. I've done some Australia and Asia as well. Probably will do some more of those. Just try and give the love to everyone, spread it around to not just the Pro League teams, so everyone gets their time to shine. This ADS is coming out a little bit late. Looks like he's not going to be on the roam. Cujo actually going to be opening up this wall here for Glaz again. Danny going to be playing that Glaz to try and put pressure around. They're not bringing the fuse because there's not a bar again. Any attacks going to come down here? So Monkey King still playing outside here. Trader actually did push up, but he gets pushed back. Amp unfortunately drops, and it is a bit late there. He is going to have to rejoin. We're going to have to rehost after this round here. So that's unfortunate that they lost one of their attackers. Hopefully he was already dead. I don't think he was, though. So defender's going to have slight advantage here. So let's see if they can pull that off. Hopefully that wasn't one they needed. They do have their Thermite Thatcher. Yeah, it looks like they have all the important attackers. That might have just been an Ash. Something might have just happened to his PS4. Danny, though, with a nice pick there on that Glaz. He loses about half his health, but he's trying to see if he can pick the mirror as well. That is a good kill onto the Bandit, who I imagine already put all his batteries here. Smoke's coming out from his teammate, and he's going to throw out some smoke as well. Imagine he's got 2 left. Gonna clear out this barbed wire, take advantage of that smoke. Meantime, though, it looks like Chopsky lost a lot of health. Down to very low here on this Habana. Hopefully he opened up all the hatches as he has used all the X-Kairos. So yeah, we will, they lost the player after the first 15 seconds, so that means we will have to rehost after the round to get him back in, unless he rejoins before then. But we're not gonna stop the round or anything. It's just an unfortunate circumstance for them. But hey, everyone can win a good 4v5, right? So we're just going to play it out. It's a 4v4 right now anyways, as the attackers have killed Bandit off, so it's fair, although Chopsky a little bit low on health, as is Danny on the Glaz. He's just going to push down a Memorial anyways. See if he can catch anyone. Not sure if they heard him, but he's definitely going to give his position away shooting that camera, but gives it away too soon to Trader to finish him off. Not that he had much health to speak of, but now he has 0. The rest of the attackers trying to push their way through Dirt Tunnel, and then one on the stairs here. Looks like Monkey King gonna drop. Let's see if he can make something happen here. He's gonna have to fight Trader around this corner. He is ready for it. Takes Trader down without getting any damage. That's a good start there. Amka has returned, so we're not gonna have to rehost, which is good. So perfect. Then we can keep the score alive there. Monkey King with a nice kill, and unfortunately there does get taken down by the Tic Tac Revolver. Navi though takes down Cujo, and Navi finishes off Danny as well. Defenders win that round, and that is another win for Citizen X, who are still up by 1 point. So let's see if this is going to go back and forth, or if we're going to see 2 round in a row wins back and forth. So let's see how this plays out. Ruthless, the only one without a kill so far. Everyone else, not even a breadstick. So Doing good here. We're going to see our first Montane here. He decided if I'm not going to get any kills, I'm going to bring a big old shield to walk in with, as he knows that they're going to be attacking bar. So the question is, are they going to go for a classic stockroom plant with the Montana? Or are they going to bring him over to the pool table side and go in through the door for a door plant? Good question here. See, nothing too special here from the defenders for defending this. Now, being a Montane push here, they might not worry as much about taking control of the top floor, but they really should. So hopefully the attacker's going to go for that. No fuse, though, and that did work out quite well last time this was attacked. So we'll see how that pans out for Citizen X here on that Montana. This is the first time they've had to attack this site. So last time when we saw the fuse, that was from Octane. They are setting up a lot of defense over here on the club side, castling it out, reinforcing the walls. They really want to be able to either play in here or at least slow them down a lot. So hopefully that pays off for them. But if it's going to be a stockroom push, it may not make a difference because they put all their resources on that side. See if Danny's going to manage to try and get this last castle up really quick here. Risky, risky. Montana pushing around the corner, but it is not fast enough. And there's a Glaz ready to do something here. Start shooting through there. Wasting a lot of ammo, but hey, that's one way to open it. Looks like maybe not going to open it just yet, though. Put some shots in it. Danny going to be playing it back here as the castle. Chop's going to be playing that smoke in the stockroom. Ready to try and smoke him back. Now they've got to know that this is going for a Montana plant. They've got to hear him. He's pushed all the way in. Smoke's chance here to try and do something about it. Going to open up some of the floor here, interestingly. Now's a chance. Yeah, we got to smoke him. Get him the barbed wire. Loses a little bit of health. Actually, more than a little bit, more than half, actually. And that was only the first smoke canister, so not great play there by Montana. Didn't have anyone to really do anything for him with it. But Trader takes down one, and that is a nice kill there onto Danny. Trying to play this aggressive in here to help the Montana get out. If he can get around from behind, he can kill that smoke, but he's going to have to fight Monkey. He does win that fight as well. Monkey is now downed. No one there to try and pick him back up. Although this does bait Bandit over here. He's going to try and do something about it. Trying to dodge the shots best he can. He's just waiting for his moment. He's asking the Rook to help him out here. Smoke coming out here, trying to stall off as best as he can. It's Montana, who is almost down, but Trader within comes around, and that flank is going to do it here. Montana going to be able to push his way in. As soon as that smoke is cleared, Plant going to come down from the glass, but Cujo does finish off Trader, and then gets Navi as well, and that's some nice kills. But with the Plant going down here, that's not a good position to be in. It's all down to Cujo and Amp to try and do something here. Ooh, and there's some shots down on him. Can't quite land him. He's not aiming low enough there to hit Tiki Tac. There we go. Somehow manages to make that work. Montana just going to guard the Plant as long as he can here with Glass to back him up. Trying to work this angle. It's going to be hard to get the angle they need. Cujo, manages to peek the Glass, and this is not a good position. He should have pushed him around from the other side. He can't turn super fast into that barbed wire. There we go. Coming around from behind. Easy kill there. There you do it. Not even going to bother with the knife. Plenty of time left to defuse. And that is a failed stockroom plant there. Nice try, though. And that is the defenders winning that round. Now 3-3. So we went 2-2, and now 1-1. Octane definitely not going to give this up without a fight. Now, of course, Octane won the first map, so if they can close out this map as well, then they take home the win for the day. If Citizen X can take it, then we are going to see map number 3, Chalet. So where are we going to go next here? I've already lost track of where they could play. That's right, they won the downstairs, so now they've got to play this again. So there's that fuse coming out from Chopsky. I was starting to wonder if he was going to play that again. Worked out quite well from last time, so why not do it again? Ruthless, of course, with no kills still because he was playing Montana that last round, so. Trader doing, unfortunately, most of the work for his team, kind of carrying them here. The tied matches, and he's the one doing almost all the killing. The rest of the guys going to have to pick it up a little bit here, because if that's going to be the case, then I have a feeling that Octane will edge out in the end and win, as they are distributing the kills a little bit better between their teammates. We'll see if they're going to be able to keep better top control this time and stall out that fuse. It's going to be kind of critical, because of how much that factored in last time. Now they have a buck as well this time, something they didn't bring last time. That is going to be very nice to play from above, so that Fuse doesn't have to try and use his breach charges to open the floor. Yeah, it is unfortunate that they didn't kill that barbed wire between them behind the Montana. Left him in a bad spot, as well as the glass going for that plant. So definitely some misplays last round there by Citizen X. Good to see the viewer count still growing. Great to have everyone tuning in. If you have any questions about what's going on, make sure to ask in the chat. As I'm sure they will be able to catch you up on where things are, so I don't have to repeat it too many times here. But we are on map number 2, 3-3 here. Citizen X versus Octane. Citizen X on attack or defense, yes, and Octane on attack. Fortunately, no team tags because it's PlayStation 4, where they can't really just change their names willy-nilly like you can on Uplay for PC. Oh, Castle a little bit late there, but now the question is, can Trader, the team carry here, defend this top floor? This is really what matters most here. If he can stall them off and keep this alive, they're not going to be able to get those fuse kills. They're not going to be able to force people as badly out of position. Now I imagine the rest of the attack, again, like last time, going to be coming here onto this side. Now, there we go. It looks like Danny's going to open that up. Just put a little pressure on them, but could actually get picked here coming around. A little aggressive, trying to catch Castle. It's not the greatest idea, as he could be playing better by waiting till that wall is open from Thermite. Oh, if he only looked here. Now he's going to actually pop a smoke. Question is he going to look too early? Nope, he's going to wait just the right time. Okay, Train with it. Takes down one upstairs. And that's a good start there. He didn't kill the fuse, but has the buck, which is important. Takes a bit of damage trying to escape there, and actually has smoke there to back him up and try and trade it out a little bit, but looks like he's going to come down as well. Now they've given up the top floor, it looks like. So now Fuse is going to be able to go in there and get some kills. Losing the the buck does suck, but Danny picks down Trader, and that is their carry down. Fuse is going to be doing his thing. Let's see if he can get those cluster charges down. He is opening up the wall to be able to rotate between the two site ceilings here. These start to go down. Monkey King, though, takes down one. And that is another defender down. Again, looking like Octane could take this. Now he's got, last time he got the last kill with that last cluster charge that he waited to place. Danny takes down another one. Glaz doing some serious work down here, smoking that. Plants going down from the Thermite. That yellow, unfortunately the bodies don't change color after they die. It'd be kind of nice because it's kind of odd. There's thermal vision, but I would think the body would have cooled already as they are dead. But Cujo takes down one more. It's all in smoke here. Try and do something. Navi not in a great position against 4 strong attackers, including a Glaz. The Thermite, though, to finish the job. Cujo with a nice kill. And that brings it to 4-3. Match point looking good for Octane here. So, nice kill there from the Thermite. Poor Smoke. Left in a bad position there. Losing control of the top floor meant he couldn't sit safely anywhere in the bar. And that left him in a really bad spot, being forced all the way back towards the stock side. Now we're going to see Church Arsenal again from Octane. Let's see if they can successfully defend it. Again, Trader, still the only one doing any kills. This is like the same amount of kills we saw previously, so not looking great there for the Citizen X guys. Octane, though, doing a nice job spreading it out. Even Chopsky, surprisingly, the one on the lowest, but he's been doing a good job regardless, playing his role quite well. So anyone confused about how all this works, Major League is the highest level currently for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, as there are no more Pro Leagues for it. Challenger League, the way that works is that is the semi-pro league to get into Pro League for PC. So this is the Major League, and the Major League is one that you play the qualifiers for to get into. I believe there may be some carryover from last season as well. I am not sure the exact number of teams that carried over versus the number that are brand new to this from qualifying. You can check the on the Play ESL site. You can check some of the historical match records and things like that to get some idea. I've got some catch up to do, I admit, on research for these teams. Again, I'm casting so much right now that it's Challenger League alone is enough to keep track of all the teams disbanding and reforming, and Pro League as well is just, whoo, a lot to keep track of. Thankfully not adding Xbox to the mix at the moment, as I don't have an Xbox One, as I'm not rich. So we'll see. Looks like we're seeing a bit of a roam here, surprisingly, from a Jaeger. And it's not Trader, because Trader's on the other team. Playing the Thatcher of all things. Let's see if this Rome is going to work out here. Interesting choice. Just waiting for his time. Looks like he's even got backup, surprisingly. But he's going to leave. Looks like they both actually bail. Maybe they got droned out and just decided it wasn't worth it, or just didn't get their picks in time. Either way, good place. What's up, it's Jera? Yes, I am casting this, which you would know if you responded to my Discord messages. So they've got the hatch open already. Trying to put some pressure on a blue where no one's actually playing in this blue utility tunnel, but they're going to start droning it out here. A little bit of late reinforcement there from the Jaeger who was off site. Hopefully he's got his ADSs down as well. He does have all of them down, that's good. Now they're playing the Doc Rook thing again. Still no pulse, still no Valkyrie, still no C4 power. But last time they turtled it up quite well. Managed to stop them from being able to get any good angles through the kitchen floor, which is more than enough to hold things off there. Start getting all these hatches open here. Get ready for that memorial drop. Now you're going to start putting pressure on stairs as well. Trader going to get his drone going. See how clear it is, who he's going to have to deal with before he starts putting it in the hallway. Interestingly enough, that they closed off these doors. Just wood. Monkey's going to see that drone though, but not be able to get it. Now there is one playing in blue utility tunnel now. No one trying to contest it from stockroom though. Let's see what Tiki Tak's going to do here from above. He is actually going to start doing that. Does see Danny, but tries to go for the repeat and pre-fire. Doesn't have anyone there to shoot though. There's the first kill. Monkey King taking down Trader. Again, that's their carry. That's a good start for them. He has been playing this church quite well, although the wall got open already thanks to Thermite. Thermite trying to push his way over. Ruthless trying to find an angle. Now he's on a donut. Continues his donut. Poor Ruthless Rebel too ruthlessly killed by Cujo with a nice angle there, helping his teammate out in church. This is looking like Octane could potentially close this out here. They're playing this quite well yet again, turtling it up. If the attackers can't get any progress here, looks like Navi going to try and make his way into Church Memorial. Some drones going out here. It is a 3v5 though, and if Octane win this round, they actually win both maps, close it out for the day. So this is looking very much in their favor. 5-3 right now still. No one else down yet. 27 seconds left though. Plant needs to go down, but there's Cujo and Chomsky taking down too. It is all down to just the Hibana, who's finished off by Monkey King, and that is GG. Octane, with a slow start, losing the first 2 rounds, winning the first map 5-2, takes both Citizens map and their map for a nice clean victory, 5-3 this time. Very strong team from Octane. And that's going to send, I believe, Citizen X down to the losers bracket, where they're going to have to try and work their way back up. Nice job by Cujo there at the end, picking up some kills again. Good spread between that team. Not so much from Citizen X, who just could not really pick it up this map except for Trader. So nicely done from them. It's a good job.